What's good? Hope you're all having a great day. I have a video for you, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about listening. So, listening is the most important part of communication. The moment you know how to listen, people are going to look at you as if you're a person who knows how to communicate. They're going to be like, oh, I really like talking to that guy. Yet, you're not even saying much. You're just paying attention to the things that they said. So, I'm going to be talking about the two basic parts of listening. If you can understand these two basic parts of listening, it's like everything is going to be so easy in communication with customers, communication with clients, communication with people, communication with spouses, communication with anybody else, right? So I'm making this video especially for my sales team since we're doing the training. So if you're a person who's new and you just hopped onto this video, it'll be really helpful to you. So yeah, let's get into it. Two things. Let's go. Number one, active listening. So I want you to picture it like this, right? It's like there are two people and in between there is a line, right? So if there is a line in between, that means for you two to get along, one person needs to go to the other side, right? So let's say maybe between the line, there is like a small bridge that has patterns. So somebody on the other side needs to tell you, hey, step there, step there, step there, and you get to my side, right? And then what happens is, at this point, if you're not good at listening, you can't understand the person's directions. In the end, you step at the wrong place and you fall into the water, right? Because you didn't understand the person. And in the end, you're not on the same side. That means you're not having an agreement. Listening is whereby you pay attention to what the customer tells you, and then you follow through the steps. You step there, you step there, you step there, and then you get to the other side whereby you guys have an agreement. It's something like that. So now look at it like this. Active listening. Active listening is whereby you just do the real work of listening. Of course, your head is gonna hurt after doing this, but you gotta do it. Since if you're after money, then do it. If you're after somebody, do it. Just actively listen to them. So by actively listening, what I mean is, whenever they finish talking, let's say they've been explaining their story. You know what? I was talking to this guy, and then this guy named Jimmy. So Jimmy was a good guy. He was nice during the first days. And then out of nowhere, he just disappeared. He started, being so cold, only to find out he was walking with my neighbor, right? And in this case, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be like, wait, I don't believe that Jimmy did this. So wait, in the beginning, he was talking to you like this, like this, like this, and he suddenly just stopped because you heard he was walking with your neighbor, right? You know what happens here? It's like the customer is gonna be like, oh, so this person is actually listening to what I'm saying, right? Even if it's dumb, just listen and repeat whatever they say. Whenever they do that, this is what happens. The person will repeat. Oh, sorry. The person will continue explaining more. So whenever they hear you say like, so this is what happened. Like, okay, I need to find out that this guy is also walking with your neighbor. So that happened to you. This is what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna be like, oh, so this person actually repeated what I said. Let me add more information. Yeah, he walked with my neighbor. And you know what else? Like, he came to me asking me for this, this, and this, and this. And then you also repeat that so that you can get them to explain more about it. So that's what it is. Listening is an active process. You need to repeat what the customer says. Just repeat each and every line. Okay, I don't want you to seem like a copy robot. No. But you can reframe the words. It doesn't need to be perfect. At least it will show that they are being heard. And once people can feel like they are being heard, it'll be easier for them to open up to you and tell you about the things that they don't tell people. Because most of the times, people are always blocking them. It's like they're talking in a conversation, and then like they're talking, and then you want to interrupt them with a solution. You know what? You could have done this. No, don't do that. Repeat whatever they said, and then let them continue talking. When you feel like they're done, that's when you can now bring in your things. Because there, they'll be like, oh, we are on the same side. Right? On to the next point. So, the next point here is theoretical listening. So, theoretical listening is now sells more likely content, right? So on theoretical listening, what you're going to be doing is you're going to write down whatever the customer says, right? That is the thing. You're going to be writing down whatever the customer says. So if the customer says, hey, I like this, I like this, I like this, you're going to write down whatever they say. Why are we writing down whatever they say? Because this information will be useful in case you forget, right? And plus, it will be useful when you're passing it on to the next person. That is the most important thing here. It's like, since this is for sales, this is my reference to my sales team, my sales professionals, which is you guys. For content people, like if you're on YouTube and you just found this video, this can also be useful to you, right? But the first one is mostly important. In this case, what you're going to be doing is, whenever the customer says something, you write it down. Something, you write it down. Something, you write it down. This information will be passed on to your partner, who will use the same information to talk with the customer. So it's like when the first guy says, oh, I experienced this, I experienced this, I experienced this, you recorded that. When you're passing it on to the next person is going to be like, you know what? This one told me that you experienced this, you experienced this, you experienced this. The customer is going to feel heard that, these guys actually keep information about me, right? So writing down is going to be very important. So I highly recommend you have a book, a new book that you can be writing down conversations with customers, or you can have a Google Notes account whereby you can be writing down things about customers, or you have somewhere where you can be writing down things about customers and the conversations. So that's all I had for you for today on listening. I hope you really enjoyed this video. It's something that is actually going to be helpful. If you have any questions, hit the comments below. And if you're my team member and you're watching this, you know what to text me. So yeah, guess it's bye-bye.